SpongeBob time travels. SpongeBob fights giant monsters. SpongeBob transforms into a superhero. SpongeBob visits alternate dimensions. The show is built on chaos, surrealism, and cartoon logic that defies reality. And then there's pizza delivery. Two coworkers, one delivery, a customer service disaster. No superpowers, no fantasy, just a pizza, a dessert, and the most painfully normal workplace nightmare you've ever seen. What if the strangest thing SpongeBob ever did was be completely normal? Spongebob Squarepants is famous for its chaos. Cartoon physics where characters survive being flattened, burned, or blown up. Surreal comedy where doors lead to nowhere and time doesn't work properly. Non-stop absurdity where anything can happen and usually does. That's the show's signature. That's what makes it iconic. But somewhere in all that chaos is one episode that feels like it came from an entirely different show. An episode where the comedy doesn't come from randomness. It comes from something much worse, reality. Season 1, Episode 5, Pizza Delivery. The Krusty Krab is closed. Squidward wants to go home. Then the phone rings. A customer wants pizza. Mr. Krab's eyes turn into dollar signs. He mashes together some Krabby Patties, calls it a pizza, and sends SpongeBob and Squidward to deliver it. That's the setup. Two co-workers were forced to make a delivery after hours for a boss who invented a product on the spot to make money. If you've ever worked retail or food service, you already know where this is going. SpongeBob can't drive. He shifts into reverse and backs up miles and miles until the boat runs out of gas in the middle of nowhere. They're stranded in a desert. Squidward kicks the boat in frustration and it drives away without them back to the Krusty Krab. Now they have to deliver the pizza on foot. SpongeBob starts singing. Squidward adds the line.
And my feet are killing me.
They walk through a sandstorm. Squidward gets hungry and tries to eat the pizza. SpongeBob won't let him. He says, over and over, like customer service is a sacred oath. They hitchhike, they eat coral, they drive a rock. They finally reach the customer's house after an exhausting journey through the desert. The customer opens the door. He looks at the pizza, then he looks at SpongeBob and says, "Where's my drink?" SpongeBob checks his notepad. "You didn't order a drink," the customer explodes.
How am I supposed to eat this pizza without my drink?
He slams the door in SpongeBob's face. Won't pay, won't take the pizza, just close the door. SpongeBob starts crying. Squidward, genuinely angry for once, knocks on the door and slams the pizza into the customer's face. Then he tells SpongeBob the customer ate the whole thing in one bite to make him feel better. They get back on the rock. SpongeBob says they still have time to get back to work. He backs up a few feet to reveal the Krusty Krab was right across the street the entire time. The whole journey was completely unnecessary. Squidward groans.
Oh, my aching tentacles.
That's the episode. Here's where it gets interesting. Pizza delivery doesn't feel like SpongeBob. It feels like an episode of The Office or Parks and Recreation that somehow got animated underwater. Let's break down why. The conflict is painfully relatable. It's not fighting a villain or saving Bikini Bottom. It's two co-workers stuck on a work errand they don't want to do, for a boss who doesn't care, delivering a product that shouldn't exist to a customer who will complain no matter what. If you've ever worked customer service, you've lived this episode. The unreasonable customer, the boss who makes impossible demands, the co-worker who just wants to go home, the feeling that you're suffering for no reason because someone else made a bad decision. There's no cartoon logic saving them. In most SpongeBob episodes, problems get solved by something random. A superhero shows up, a magical item appears, the universe bends to fix things. Not here. They walk through a desert because they have to. They suffer because that's what happens when you're stuck with a bad work assignment. People act like real people. SpongeBob isn't hyperactive or delusional. He's just trying to do his job well. Squidward isn't cartoonishly evil. He's tired, hungry, and frustrated. The customer isn't a villain. He's just an entitled jerk who thinks yelling at service workers is acceptable. Every character in this episode is someone you've met in real life. The comedy comes from discomfort, not randomness. The funniest moments aren't gags. They're moments of workplace suffering. Squidward's feet hurt. SpongeBob's dedication is being exploited. The customer is being unreasonable. The reveal that the Krusty Krab was across the street the whole time. It's funny because it's tragic. And it's tragic because it's real. The pacing feels like a workplace sitcom. Most SpongeBob episodes move fast. Rapid cuts, constant gags, chaotic energy. Pizza delivery is slow, it lets scenes breathe. It sits with the discomfort of walking through a desert. It gives you time to feel Squidward's exhaustion. Compare this to episodes like SB-129, where Squidward time travels, or Rock Bottom, where SpongeBob gets trapped in a nightmare city. Those episodes escalate into surrealism. Pizza delivery de-escalates into mundane suffering. The ending resolves like a real-life lesson, not a gag reset. SpongeBob doesn't learn that customer service is pointless. He doesn't quit. He doesn't even acknowledge how unfair the situation was. He just goes back to work because that's what you do when you need the job. The episode doesn't offer comfort or justice. It offers the truth. Sometimes you suffer for no reason, and life just continues. When you strip away the cartoon chaos, something interesting happens. The characters become real people. SpongeBob's work ethic becomes heartbreaking. In most episodes, his enthusiasm is a joke. Here, it's exploitation. He genuinely believes delivering this pizza matters. He protects it in a tornado. He refuses to let Squidward eat it. He cries when the customer rejects it because he failed at the one thing he was supposed to do. This is what SpongeBob would actually be like as a coworker. Someone who cares too much. Someone whose dedication gets weaponized by bad management and ungrateful customers. Squidward becomes sympathetic. He's not trying to ruin SpongeBob's day. He's just tired. He has legitimate complaints. His feet hurt, he's hungry, he wants to go home. And when SpongeBob gets hurt, Squidward actually defends him. The moment where Squidward slams the pizza into the customer's face isn't comedy. It's genuine anger on behalf of his coworker. For once, Squidward isn't the villain. He's the only person in the episode who recognizes how wrong this situation is. The customer is every bad customer ever. No backstory, no personality, just entitlement. He ordered a pizza from a place that doesn't sell pizza and doesn't deliver after closing hours. Then he complained about something he didn't order. Then he refused to pay. And somehow, he's the one who gets to walk away consequence-free while the workers suffer. Here's what makes pizza delivery unforgettable. It accidentally became a perfect workplace horror story. SpongeBob doesn't need time travel or monsters to be devastating. It just needs to show what actually happens when you work customer service. The unreasonable demands, the suffering for someone else's profit, the customers who treat you like garbage, the coworkers who become allies because you're both trapped in the same nightmare. Pizza delivery proves the show doesn't need insanity to be iconic. It just needs characters we recognize in ourselves. The overworked employee who cares too much, the tired coworker who just wants it to be over, the boss who doesn't care about anything except money. The strangest thing SpongeBob ever did wasn't travel through time or fight monsters. It was showing us a normal day at work and making us realize we've all been SpongeBob. We've all delivered the pizza. We've all met the customer who won't pay. We've all discovered the destination was right across the street after walking through hell to get there. Pizza delivery is the most normal SpongeBob episode. And that's exactly why it's the most disturbing. Because it's not fiction. It's just Tuesday.